So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's taken down inside the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Goff. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Hill going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and they will remain well behind. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Goff. It fights him off. Eluding the pressure right. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one That was huge for him. That has to feel much better right now.
And we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Stephon Diggs, 37 yards. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Goff now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. To throw is Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or to flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown, better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
DC.
Goff now to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Pacheco headed right. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Goff now looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
2nd down and 6 now. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. He's into space past the 25. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 43 yards. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. Flush to his right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now here is another interception. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go again to Tomlinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Tomlinson will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will sit. Shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a yard. From the gun, here's Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. To the 27-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now it's Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Junior Seau. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game